The upcoming Saturn retrograde in Pisces, starting July 26th, shows a period of internal restructuring. And in this video, I'll cover the collective predictions and experience. Now, because this retrograde takes place entirely in Pisces from July 26th to December 10, in the sign representing liberation, isolation, loss, and the subconscious, it brings a collective slowdown. So you'll see illusions shatter. This acts like a stern reality check, draining the swamp of our illusions and forcing us to build practical, structured foundations for our dreams and goals. There will also be some karmic closures, whether that be relationships, contracts, ideas, moving backward from the Mercury-ruled Revati Nakshatra into Saturn's own Nakshatra, Uttar Bhadrapada, means hidden fears, psychological burdens, and unresolved family or financial patterns from the past will demand strict review. But there is a protective shield because Jupiter, which is exalted in Cancer, will be casting a supportive ninth aspect to Saturn. And so this ensures that while the lessons are rigorous, grace and wisdom will be accessible to those who are putting in the work. So for general predictions, the next 5 to 6 months, you'll notice happening across the board to the public is one, definitive turning point and professional redirection. You'll see people just suddenly choose to step away from the traditional corporate environments to pursue independent work. 2, people will uncover hidden enemies, expose workplace politics, or reveal underlying health vulnerabilities. People will be forced into a systemic cleanup of their lifestyle, routines, and daily boundaries. Number 3, fake gurus, toxic positivity trends, and unstable get-rich-quick creative or crypto schemes will face a massive reality check. Saturn will bring a cold splash of reality and demand practical, hard work behind all of that nonsense. Also, in the first half of this retrograde, there will be more delays in travel, contract negotiations, and creative projects. You'll find yourself rereading old emails, rethinking past business decisions, and realizing where your mental boundaries have been crossed. And now the second half gets much heavier and more disciplined here. It forces us to face harsh truths and do the heavy lifting. There will be a demand for absolute accountability regarding your health, your debts, and your daily responsibilities. So yeah, expect delays, audit your boundaries, and fix any loose ends in this period, like paying off old debt, resolve any lingering arguments, and fix that leaking pipe. So what can you expect for your sign? Aries rising. Now the focus will be the 12th house, the subconscious, expenses, isolation, plus the 4th and the 3rd house. So what to expect? Saturn retrograde in your house of endings, causing a drain on sleep, rising expenses, and resurfacing anxieties. But you possess, I would say, a shield from an exalted Jupiter in your 4th house, acting as a supportive aspect directly to this retrograde. So any financial or psychological strain you feel will be comforted by your home life, family, or private spiritual practices. So journaling, meditation, stuff like that. You also need to use sharp analytical skills to spot and renegotiate any bad contracts or hidden liabilities. So the lessons for you will be around cutting your losses, establishing clear financial boundaries, and trust that your inner peace and domestic stability will be your ultimate protection against external chaos. Now, for Taurus risings, the focus will be on your 11th house of gains and network, plus your 1st and 10th house. So, what to expect? Your financial rewards, investments, and professional networks will hit a little bit of a slowdown, creating an energetic bottleneck. Now, Rahu in your 10th house is driving immense career ambition, while Saturn sitting directly on your ascendant makes you highly restless, impulsive, and eager for a radical personal breakthrough this month. So you'll want to sprint forward at maximum speed, but Saturn retrograde is pulling the emergency brake on your actual payouts and social support. So the lesson for you is fight the urge to throw temper tantrums or burn professional bridges out of frustration. True growth right now requires mastering patience while your rewards catch up to your efforts. Now, Gemini rising, the focus is on your 10th house of career, public status, plus the 4th and 3rd house with the Venus Ketu detachment. So, what to expect? Definitely professional pressure peaks as Saturn retrogrades in your career alongside foggy Neptune, just creating a temporary haze around your long term goals or bringing past work mistakes back for review. Maybe some of y'all are having a crazy ass boss, or maybe you're just completely drifting by. So I will say, fortunately, this month your chart lord Mercury is exceptionally strong in your 1st house this month, granting you the precise mental clarity needed to audit your professional life objectively. Also, with Venus and Ketu in your 3rd, superficial networking or aggressive marketing won't get you any results right now, which will force you to rely purely on your core skills. So the lesson will be, don't rush into a new job out of panic. Instead, use your sharp intellect to fix the structural flaws, communication gaps, and boundary issues in your current role. Now, Cancer rising, the focus is in the 9th house of Dharma, long travel, plus the 1st house with the exalted Jupiter there. So, what to expect? This is a profoundly spiritual transit. While Saturn causes heavy delays in higher education, legal matters, or long distance travel, you hold the most auspicious placement on the board, and exalted Jupiter is sitting directly on your ascendant. So this alignment casts a direct aspect, it's a protective aspect of Jupiter, right, onto Saturn in your 9th house. So any crisis of faith, ideological roadblock, or philosophical self-doubt you encounter will be resolved by your own heightened intuition and personal grace. So the lesson is true luck and guidance won't come from external gurus or distant places right now. They'll come from you stepping into your own wisdom and honoring your personal daily disciplines. Now, Leo rising. So the focus will be on the 8th house of secrets, shared finances, plus 1st house and 12th house of solitude. Now, this is an intensely introverted, mystical retrograde phase. Saturn is auditing your joint finances, taxes, and hidden vulnerabilities, which pairs heavily with the Venus and Ketu in your 1st house, just making you feel detached from your usual outer charisma and romantic desires. Now, Jupiter is in your 12th house, so this is not a time for loud public victories. It's a time when major financial adjustments or deep psychological healing is happening behind closed doors. So the lesson is avoid major financial speculations or joint risks. Protect your energy from draining entanglements and use this quiet period for deep personal and financial restructuring. Now, Virgo rising, the focus is on your 7th house of partnerships and marriage. So, what to expect? So, for Virgo, actually, Saturn will be retrograde at the time your ascendant is rising at 12 p.m. Pacific time. So, I believe you are the absolute focal point this retrograde. Saturn sits directly opposite your physical self in the 7th house, amplifying coldness, friction, or unaddressed expectations in marriage and business relationships. Basically, any type of relationship with other people. An ex-partner or past associate may even reappear to settle some sort of unfinished business. But the lesson for you is stop people pleasing and confront relationship imbalances directly, okay? True lasting partnerships require hard work, clear boundaries, and radical honesty. Good luck, Virgos. So, Libra rising, the focus for you will be the 6th house of health, debts, daily routines, plus your 5th and your 4th house. Now, what to expect? So, Saturn is demanding a strict audit of your daily habits, your health choices, and any outstanding debts. So, this will create an intense internal conflict because Rahu in your 5th house is screaming for speculative risks, romantic drama, or creative shortcuts. At the same time, I will say Pluto is in your 4th house. It's slowly shifting your emotional foundations. So if you attempt to use entertainment, gambling, or romantic escapism to run away from your physical and financial obligations, Saturn will be triggering a reality check. So the lesson for you is discipline is your medicine. Clean up your daily schedule, pay down any small debts that you have, address any minor health issues if they come up, before they grow. I don't see anything major, but just if anything comes up, just get it checked, and face your routines with absolute maturity. Okay, good luck, Libras. For Scorpios, the focus for you will be your 5th house plus your 7th house. Now, what to expect? Creative projects could temporarily stall, or romantic connections might feel emotionally distant. Now, this block will feel doubly frustrating because your sign ruler, Mars, is locked in a volatile embrace sort of situation with Uranus in the 7th house of relationship this month. So sudden arguments, erratic behavior, or unexpected shakeups from a partner or business associate can directly threaten to disrupt your emotional peace and creative focus. So the lesson for you is practice extreme patience and emotional restraint. Don't allow the sudden chaotic behavior of others to derail your focus or cause you to make impulsive decisions in your romantic life. Good luck, Scorpios. Okay, Saturn retrograde for Sagittarius. Now, the focus for Sagittarius is the 4th house plus the 1st house and 8th house of hidden wealth and unexpected stuff. So, what to expect? Domestic responsibilities, real estate delays, or family burdens will feel emotionally heavy, making you hypersensitive to your immediate environment. But your sign ruler, Jupiter, is exalted in your 8th house. It's sitting with Sun this month. Now, this indicates sort of a paradox. While your day-to-day home life feels structurally strained or exhausting, I think you stand to benefit immensely from hidden wealth, unearned income, inheritance, or sudden financial backups from a partner or someone other than yourself. Now, the lesson here is ground your emotions, patiently repair the foundational cracks in your private life, and trust that hidden financial or spiritual resources are quietly supporting you from behind the scenes. Good luck, Sagittarius. Okay, Capricorn rising. Now, the focus for Capricorns is the 3rd house of efforts and communication plus the 1st house. Now, what to expect here? So, your sign ruler is Saturn. It's losing forward momentum in your house of personal willpower, short travel, and communication. This can manifest as a temporary dip in your physical drive or self-doubt regarding your skills. Now, this occurs while Pluto is sitting directly in your 1st house, which is triggering a massive, profound identity shift for you. The universe is intentionally slowing down your external actions and communications so you can figure out who you are actually trying to become. So the lesson for you is slow down your speech, double check the fine print in all contracts, writings, and use this period to brush up on past skills that you may have abandoned rather than focusing on any new or aggressive projects. Okay, good luck, Capricorns. All right, Aquarius risings. So the focus for you guys is your 2nd house, finances, family, speech, plus your 1st house of ego projection. Now, what to expect here? So also, Saturn is your sign ruler. Now, this is initiating a strict audit of your bank account, family dynamics, and core values. And this creates a really strong tug of war because Rahu is sitting directly on your ascendant, which is, I'm going to be honest, blowing up your ego and making you want to project a massive, wealthy, or unconventional persona to the world. And Saturn retrograde is acting as the ultimate reality check here, forcing you to confront whether your actual financial foundations match the grand illusion you're presenting to others right now. Now, the lesson here is watch your words within your family and curb any unnecessary spending. Ensure that your true financial security and internal values carry more weight than public persona. You've got this. Good luck, Aquarius. Okay, so the last sign, Pisces. Now, Pisces, you guys, the focus is the 1st house for the Saturn retrograde, the self-identity, vitality, plus your 5th house, which is casting Jupiter's gaze. Now, what to expect? So because Saturn is retrograding directly on your ascendant, you will feel the heaviest physical weight of this transit, manifesting as exhaustion, intense self-criticism, or a feeling of complete stagnation. But your saving grace, I'm going to say, is really great. Your sign ruler, Jupiter, is exalted in your 5th house of past life merit and intelligence, which is casting a direct protective ray back onto you. So no matter how heavy Saturn's pressure feels right now, your sharp intellect, your creative endeavors, maybe your kids, if you have any, or your past good karma will consistently step in to uplift you. So the lesson here is shed the outdated identities that no longer serve you treat your physical body with deep respect. Okay, go get health checkups, blood work, and understand that slow internal growth is preparing you for a massive spiritual breakthrough. Okay, good luck, Pisces.